Brush line. They're staring at us. Oh, there's one on the floor with some food in its mouth. Those are the golden Potass monkeys. They stay silent for pretty much their entire lives. They rely on their facial expressions and hand gestures to talk to each other. Fun fact is that they will reach up to speeds of 34 miles per hour for running, which is amazing because they're like this small. Now this leads us into what we've been doing at the preserve. Professor Ron and I have been studying how animals communicate to each other. Not all of them communicate like we do by making noises that come out of our mouths. Some of them will communicate through their olfactory senses, which is sense of smell, tactile senses, sense of touch, or by visual cues. Which brings us to these Hefflinger ponies over here on the passenger side. They will use their tails to communicate. They'll flick them. They'll also flick their ears. They'll also use the same whinnies and neighs that we see from the normal sized ponies. Now, these guys are native to Austria or southern Italy. So I'm not sure why they're here. That's for Africa. But I'll talk to Professor Ron about that one. You might be noticing they're very cute, stylish, colorful leg warmers. They're used for multiple reasons. They mostly are used to keep bugs off of their ankles. Looks like that one's itchy. It's so cute. And there's another one over here. It's doing its tail flicks. Now once we pass these ponies, it does mean we're at the gates of the wonderful, the amazing Lowry Preserve. Carol? Carol, is that you? Carol, can you cut it? That's not the right one. You're scaring them. They're screaming. I'm sorry about that, guys. Calm yourselves. Stop crying. Stop screaming. There are no dinosaurs here.
Oh.
If you do see one, please let me know. I'm gonna head to Base Camp Colin. And Professor Ron's not here. Huh. There's a message. It says, "Sorry, I miss you." That's really nice. I'm gonna call him back. Professor Ron, this is Research Assistant Jenny. I miss you too. Anyways, I'm at Base Camp Galinda. It's orientation day. What's your 20? Over.
Hi there! It's good to hear from you. I was trying to wait for you guys, but I just saw the coolest thing ahead in the brush. I had to follow it to see what it was. You guys have got to get up there. It's incredible.
10-4, sir. We'll see you soon. Love you. Bye. All right, Carol, let's move on up the road. I do think I know what Professor Ron just saw. We're at the edge of the Ituri rainforest, home to the elusive, the very hard to find okapi. Now, has anybody seen one before? You can help everybody else and you find one. Do we see something? Oh, that's so those of you on the driver's side, close your mouths. Sorry for those of you on the passenger side, it is a 4D experience. We're gonna head into the savannah, home to the African painted dogs, or African wild dogs. Now their name comes from their coats looking like somebody had painted on them with yellow and black paint. They'll travel in packs of up to 40 members. They talk to each other using very high-pitched yips and barks so that only their pack can hear them. Now this leads them to being one of the best hunters out there on the savannah. They're actually better hunters than lions and hyenas. For every 8 out of 10 times that they go out to hunt, and lions and hyenas will only get their food every 2 or 3 times out of 10. I see you guys have noticed the rhino night house, and it looks like somebody is taking a break in there. It looks like a male. Good thing Professor Ron's about to be not here again of rhinos. Now these crashes will consist of up to 14 members, and you guys are in luck as you'll get to see the newest member of the crash. She's about 7 months old. I did see her hanging out with Mom earlier, and it does look like nap time. Now, oh no, that's just a log. Once we move up the road, we might get a better look at her. Well, anyways, Mom will pant to Baby, and Baby will coo back. That's how they'll communicate to each other. The other rhinos will snort and snuffle and grunt. Sometimes they'll even scream, but that's reserved for the males when they're trying to assert dominance. Oh, and there she is! Another way that they'll communicate is through their poop. See these big piles right here? Yes. They will do all their business in the same spot, turn right back around and sniff it, or even a male African bush elephant. Now he is on the smaller side as he's only weighing in at about 10,000 pounds. If he reached his max, it would be 14,000 pounds, as heavy as two of these trucks stacked on top of each other. You might notice and wonder why this guy is all by his lonesome. That's how he prefers to be. Male elephants will grow up with a female herd when they're young, and once they grow up a little bit, they'll travel on their own, as they prefer a bachelor lifestyle. Now, in the middle of the area, you'll see some antelope with dots by their ankles and stripes on their bottoms. Those are the impala. They can jump up to 35 feet forward, which is very cool, but unfortunate for them because lions can jump up to 45 feet. Now way in the back, we have communicate to each other yet, but we do know that they'll use infrasound. The juvenile Maasai giraffe, she's about 3 years old and standing at 14 feet tall. She's still got some growing. Her male counterpart out on the preserve is about 18, I believe. Now we're passing the Sandy and Tom Callahan Center for Wildlife Conservation, where you can go for lots of lectures and classes to learn more about the animals on the preserve. And last but not least, the Animal Nutrition Center, the animal's favorite. You guys will be using it as well for the next 3 weeks. Just please don't touch the heart-shaped cake in the fridge. Now we're gonna move on. In this big bush on the left, there are antelope in there. They're just hiding really well. Those are the lowland Nyala. The cinnamon-colored ones are the females, and if you look around, you might find a dark one with big horns. That'll be the male. They talk kind of like the North American white-tailed deer by lifting up their tail to reveal a white bottom to say that, hey, the space isn't safe anymore, and they'll all flee. Somebody pointed out the marabou stork. That's my favorite. I love them because they don't have a voice box. Instead, they have a sack below their neck that they'll fill up with air and will make croaking noises. And over here we have the second largest species of tortoise in the world, the Aldabra tortoise. We haven't done a lot of research on how they talk to each other, but we do know that they'll talk to tiny birds called finches. They'll do this by stretching out their arms and necks, calling the birds over to eat the bugs that are living in their folds. So the birds get a snack, and the tortoises get a massage. That's what we will call a symbol. A lot of same things as the Aldabra tortoise. And over there are humans. I don't think they can see me, or they're just not well trained. They're supposed to wave back. Completing your intern orientation. Now I'll see you guys back here at the loading dock at 4 a.m. for poop scooping classes. Yeah. Now that we're back here, please remain seated. I'll let you know when it's safe to stand up. It is quite a... Now after the tour, I do encourage that you take those walking trails out on Africa Circle, as there are some animals that we didn't get to see. There are the red river hogs, the pygmy hippo, and another one of my favorites, the Shoeville stork. Zoo Tampa is one of the 2 facilities in the U.S. to have them, so it's pretty special to be able to see them. Inside you'll see 2 parrots.